Oops. My bad. Let everybody get back here now. Sorry. It wasn't my fault. It was my fault. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. But it was, but it wasn't. See, it wasn't, but it was. But it wasn't, but it was. It was not completely my fault. It was partially my fault, and I do apologize. See, what happened was I was clicking through the tabs, and I accidentally clicked on this tab. I apologize. I am so sorry. I was like, no, let's go back from e-noting. Oh no. I was like, oh God, how do I get it back? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Oopsie. I was clicking too fast. And Tony did a closing for us too. You said I thought you wanted to start the countdown. I'm sorry. I was clicking through the tabs too fast, y'all. I am so sorry. It was not intentional. I did not mean to do that. I was clicking through and I said, okay, Alpha Text is back here. And see, this webcam is like kind of in my way here. It's kind of in my way. And so I couldn't see the tab. Let me close some of these tabs I don't need. That might make it a little easier to maneuver. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I do apologize. Bringing it back in. I do apologize very so much. Very so much. Okay. What was I saying? Because I got very distracted. I lost all my comments now because I had to start fresh. So if you ask me a question, you're going to have to ask it again because they all went away. That's disheartening. But it's okay. It's the name of the game. All we can do is start from here and keep it moving. Right? All we can do is start from here and keep it moving. But yeah, I accidentally, if you guys are hopping back on, I accidentally closed the tab out on the accident. I wasn't doing it on purpose. You said I'm cooking with my AirPods and I had my back turned and said, what happened to Vanessa? What you cooking, Amani? That's what I want to know. What are you cooking? We are human with mistakes. Thank you, Chris. It was an accident, guys. I'm sorry. I was clicking too fast. I didn't click it off. Guys. I'm sorry. Okay. I should have copied and pasted my question. Listen, you should have, but just put it in here. I'll still answer it. Please touch upon charging fees as a general notary work NSA with signing service and direct clients. Okay. So this is Q&A with Vanessa Terry. We were previously on, and I accidentally clicked it off on my tab. I apologize. Now, we're back in. So when you charge for general notary work, you want to go by your state handbook when it comes to fees and what you can charge. So your state's handbook is going to tell you how much you can charge per seal. If your state does not limit what you can charge for travel, you can charge whatever you want that is reasonable and you and the person agree upon. And so a lot of people, they'll say all the time, especially in Virginia and a lot of states, they'll say, oh, well, they'll say this, hi, can you do a power of attorney for me? Sure. Awesome. Can you come to my house? Sure. Awesome. Okay. How much is it going to be? Okay. Where do you live? Get the address. When do you need it done? Awesome. Okay. It'll be $75. $75? Yes. You get it sometimes, not all the time. But sometimes they'll say, you looking for a notary? Oh, hey. I can tell you all covered up. How you doing? Good. Sometimes you'll see people will say, they'll say $75, you can only charge me $5 per seal. And I say, well, that is true if you were coming to me. However, you're asking for a luxury service. And this luxury service means that I'm going to get in my car. Don't say it like this, though. I'm going to get in my car and drive to your home and notarize your document and then get back in my car and drive back home. That's called luxury. And people say, like, well, why do you charge for travel? Like, they'll say, well, why do people use mobile notaries if they can just go to the bank or they can just go to the funeral home? And there's several reasons. One, why do people order pizza for delivery? When they just order it, pick it up. People don't want to leave their house. They want the convenience of just being there. You know, that's the case. People order things coming all the time. Why do I order on Amazon every day? Because I don't feel like going to the store. That's why. And because I think Amazon is kind of addicting. It's this side note. scrolling. There's a channel on TikTok that says things you didn't know you needed off Amazon, and they always have really cool stuff that you didn't know existed. And so sometimes I order it on Amazon, and so I gotta start watching that channel. But it's so much about that. It has this charger you hook up to your wall, and it connects to your phone, and it's a camera. But it's like a charger piece. So it looks like a charger. No one knows it's a camera. Anyways, a lot of like that, like random things that you didn't know existed. And so my point is, bring it back. People, I've done power attorney people who are like, you know, CEOs or just in business in general, and they don't want to leave. They'll pay that extra, whatever the fee is, for me to come to the office and just notarize them for real quick. People who can't leave their house. People who are in hospitals or on, I got a lot at the military base near me, Fort Lee. They can't get off the base so that they can come on the base. There's different reasons why people don't just get up and walk to a bank. And some banks won't do all your forms. Ask them. A lot of banks, 50-50, more of them are getting out of it, doing like power of attorneys or wills. They'll get out of it. Why? The one thing I always say is that if you notarize a document, you are held responsible for that document. Meaning, if you notarize a power of attorney and it gets contested, which means someone says, oh, this is not real, they didn't really mean that. Usually happens with wills, okay? They say, oh, this will was, she didn't sign this, or I'm supposed to get this, I'm supposed to get that. She said she was giving me this. This will is fake. And I notarize it, then I have to go to court and basically, you know, tell them that, yes, she did. She was of sound mind, all that good stuff, but I am obligated to go, okay? I'm obligated to show up. Hold on for a second, guys. Hey! Hey! I'm going to catch you guys. Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Good. I'm going to catch you in a minute. I got to do this live. Okay. Y'all don't mind me. Don't mind me. Not one little bit. What was I saying? Got distracted. Yeah, so, I forgot. Don't laugh. What was I saying, y'all? I was saying, I don't know. General notary work is what I was talking about. I know that. Who's telling me what I was talking about? Anybody know what I was saying about general notary work? I just said that fast. I said something like, y'all not helping me. Why y'all not helping me tell me what I was saying? Court. Thank you. Yeah, so you go to court. That's all I needed. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, honey. So you go to court, and they basically just want you to tell them why, you know, did she sign it? Was she of sound mind? Did you see her ID? Things like that. Yes, boom, 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 done, right? But you have to go. Like, you'll be summoned there. You don't get paid to go. You will show up, right? And so a lot of companies are talking about, like, they don't want to do that. I guess that's why FedEx got out of it. So FedEx doesn't do it anymore. UPS still does with limitation, and banks still do it with limitation. Some banks will do everything, but some banks won't do certain documents like wills. They'll say, hey, take it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So there's different reasons why people still need it. So when it comes to charging, what I say, my rule of thumb when it comes to charging for general notary work is how many pages, how many signers, when am I doing it? Is it a weekend? Is it an evening? Is it during the day? Is it rush? Do you need me to get up right now? Okay. Is it a holiday? Things like that. And then I do my per seal, but then I charge based off of, I don't count miles. Some people do. There are a lot of notaries out there who do it by miles. I don't do it by miles. I do it like based off of, this is kind of hard to say. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. Like, for lack of better words, how much money would I need to make it worth my time? Okay. And I say that to say, for instance, say someone calls me to come to a hospital. I have different rates for different hospitals. Okay. So, and they could be near each other, but like there's one hospital if you're in the Virginia area and you know about MCV, especially pre-COVID, but now it's not as bad, but it still can be during like rush hour. If you want me to come to MCV, I'm going to charge you more. Why? There's no parking. First, there's no parking. Second, there's valet I have to pay for. Third, the traffic is horrendous during certain times of the day. You know, it could be insane. And so I'm going to charge you more because although you guys may be the same distance apart, like MCV could be 10 miles and Bon Secours could be 10 miles, but Bon Secours has a free parking lot and there's no traffic. It's on a good side of town. It's no issues. MCV has horrible traffic. There's no parking. I pay for valet. Listen, I'm charging more to go to this house because it's going to take more of my time and more of my effort to complete that notary assignment. Does that make sense? So I charge based off of what it would be worth. Like, is it worth my time to complete it? So how far out is it? How many signers? Is it a holiday? Is it evening? Is it all these things? All these things are important. And so I gauge it like that when it comes to general notary work. When it comes to loan closings, when I first started, I didn't have my rate of $100 per closing. When I first started, I was doing pretty much anything because I wasn't really aware of what the industry fees were. And so in my training, I tell you guys the fees that I think are acceptable. But I also do say a lot of notaries say, well, I got offered this or I offered that. Can I take it? I always say, don't take anything under $50. That's an insult, in my opinion. Who am I to tell? I think it's an insult. Thank you, Adrian. Shout out to Adrian for the super chat supporting the channel. Yay! I missed, where was I? I missed you. Okay, so I don't take anything under, I said don't take anything under $50. Anything like that is a complete insult, and they know better. And even if you do like a $75 or $80 closing, you can just do like 2 or 3 and then ask for more money the next time just to get in with the company. So it's up to you. Like for me, I don't do anything under 100. 100 up is what I always do when it comes to loan closings. But you kind of have to gauge it. It depends on the kind of loan closing. So it depends on that's just happening. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix this. Oh, I gotta fix this. Okay, we're gonna finish this first, then I'll fix that. On-time notary stuff, more closings that I have to schedule. Okay. I was train of thought again. Oh yeah. So basically, I charge based off of the type of closing, how far away it is from me. The pages really only matters if it's over 200 or if it's more like close to 200, like 199. That's basically 200, honey. I base off how many signers. Is it rush? Do you need it right now? Is it late at night? I charge more for that. Like a 9 o'clock closing is going to charge more. Even at 8 o'clock. No, honey. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you're getting charged more money for that. Spanish speaking, I charge more for that. And then I figure out what makes it worth my time to do. Okay. Should I structure my business as a sole proprietor or LLC? That, my dear, is a personal preference. So I talk about it in my training as well. There are pros and cons to both ways. When I first started, I had a sole proprietor. And 2 years later, LLC did. You do not have to do that. You can file as a proprietor, file your Schedule C, write your tax write-offs, all that good stuff. One of the major benefits about LLC, guys, is that it protects you from being sued personally. So when you have an LLC in any business, if you ever get sued, they can only take the business assets. They cannot take your personal things. So anything in the business name, they can take. But anything in your name is not up for grabs. So your house, your car, whatever is in your name, your bank accounts, is not up for grabs. Whatever in the business name, though, is up for grabs if you get sued by an LLC. If you do a sole proprietor, then everything's up for grabs. Okay, so in this line of work, is it common to get sued? No. But at the same time, I'm not going to tell you anything can never happen. So it's really up to you. Like I said, when I first started 2 years, I didn't have it. I went ahead and did it later, but you don't have to do it. It's not required. Okay, and starting an LLC can be costly depending on your state. In Virginia, it's only $100, but I think one of my students were telling me in California, it's like $800. So it depends on your state. Be mindful, guys, before you do an LLC. You can apply directly with your state with that. There's a lot of companies out there who overcharge you to set your LLC up. So just be mindful of that before you go and try to find, what am I saying? Try to find somebody do your LLC for you. And the reason why I'm kind of zoning out a little bit is because I'm seeing notifications pop up on my screen, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do that. Okay, what's this? What's going on? And it's just the loan closings that I have left for the day that I need to make sure close properly. It's okay. All is well. I need to send an email. Do you guys mind if I send the email really quick? It will literally take me 2 seconds. I promise. Promise. Oops. Or not. I gotta find his email. I'll do it in a minute. I was trying to get his closed out, but that's okay. We'll do it in a second. Okay. What is the best way to communicate with you? I've sent a few text messages and emails with no response. You sent an email. I cleared all my emails. Hold on. Let's see. Cantress, I think you're coaching. But you know what? I may not have your number saved. That may be it. But don't put your number on here. People might call you. You don't want people calling you. Don't people call you. Oh, I see you. But I didn't get any emails. But no worries. After I hop off this live, honey, I will call you and we will. Let me save your number. I think you are a coaching student. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. 2 seconds. If I don't do it now, it'll get lost. And I don't want to lose it. Save. Okay. I'll call you as soon as I get off the live. All right. Who's next? Hey, Vanessa. Oh, and also send your emails, Cantry. Send them to info@notarytonotary.com. Don't send them to admin@notarytonotary.com. People were doing that, but coach needs to go to info. Vanessa, okay, I saw that one. I saw that after uploading docs and taking an interview, I still have not gotten an email like everyone else. Does no email mean approval? After uploading docs and taking interview, what interview, Shamika? On what platform? What are you talking about? What platform were you on? How often do you have signings in South Florida? We have them every once in a while, but we're going to have more because we're going out there to get more title companies. Stay tuned for that. Cooking spaghetti? I want spaghetti. If I took the training but did not sign up for one-on-one, would that put me in preferred? Yes. So you don't have to have one-on-one to get on preferred. As long as you took the training, you're on the preferred list. Where can we go back and verify if our business name is not already in use? And is it necessary to have a business name if we have not formed an LLC? So your state commissioning office for your state, like your state, what's it called? Secretary of State that does your LLC. They usually have a link or somewhere on there where you can check for name distinguishability. And so you put your name, check your name and see if it's available. And they'll tell you if it's available for your state. It doesn't have to be available nationwide. It just has to be available for your state. And then is it necessary to have a business name if we have not formed an LLC? No, you don't have to have a business name. I mean, you can make a name for like marketing purposes, but you don't have to get it like a legit business name. Like when I did mine, everything just said Vanessa Walls Mobile Notary. That was it before I LLC. Bank serve. If you didn't get an interview, I don't know. I would just send an email and follow up, Shamika. When do you send out work from your signing company? Whenever we get it, all the time. Boom, 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 boom. The closing I did was great. First time home buyer, which I love. I know, aren't they the best? They're always so happy and like, oh my God, it's my house, yay! Just took an oath today. What should I do while waiting for approval? You could do a lot of things. Set your website up, Google business page, business cards. You can do that. Is it best to get another phone line for your business? Does most assignments come by text? I'm with a company now. The text option isn't working. I use my own. I've always used my own personal phone. Most of them, majority of them come through text, but you still get a lot via phone call and email. So text, email, phone call. Any suggestions when you are stepping out full time? So I have some students who just quit their job and just run at it and say, I'm going to do this. Yes. And I said, go for it. Yes. And there's some who I say, okay, well, if you want, you can wait until you're missing more money at work before you quit. That's what I did. So when I was at work and I was missing more money being at work, then I quit my job. Do you need an e-commission license to work for Notarize? Yes, you do. I've been waiting on the checklist you mentioned on our call on Monday. A checklist. Oh, from your coaching. Gotcha. So send me did you text me that? Text me, Cantrice, and then I will do it when I get off. Do I have to have my website up before I start work? So you guys, another question. You do not have to have your website up before you start working, but it's a good thing to have, but you don't have to be. Yeah, but then just text me for the list and I'll send it to you. Okay. NNA hotline, not too friendly. I asked if borrower filled out affidavit of identifier form or do notary fill out entire form and notarize. It depends on the way the affidavit is formatted, guys. So the thing is that different lenders may have the same kind of form, but like say it's a compliance agreement, and it says compliance agreement for everybody, right? For all lenders. All lenders have a compliance agreement, but it may be worded differently or formatted differently, you know? And so even though you're saying, okay, it's an affidavit of identifier, it depends on what they say. There's some like Patriot Act forms or affidavits where you have to put in the identification where it's just you filling it out. But there are some where the borrower fills it out and then you sign. But it's the way you have to kind of read it. If you see where it says borrower signature, then they're filling it out and they're signing, and then you notarize underneath. But they're always going to change the base. It depends on the way it's formatted. Is a certificate of fact is a certificate of fact of existence a thing? I don't know. I can look it up. Let's see. It sounds really familiar though. It sounds like a thing. Yeah, it is. It's on there at the SEC website.gov. So a certificate of good standing. Oh, you know what? Are you asked because a lot of people had noticed a lot of people set up LLCs and they get a letter in the mail that comes from somewhere. I forgot what it's called, compliance department or whatnot, and it's saying, oh, you started an LLC, you need to order your certificate of facts, right? Literally, this company is making money off of nothing. Okay, you can go right into your platform, especially if you're in Virginia. I don't know how all the platforms work in different states. A lot of them have them online where you get your LLC and you can order it yourself. It's like, I don't know, a couple $, but they're charging you to go online to order it for you and then mail it to you. There's a lot of scams out there. And is it a scam? That one I kind of feel like it's more scammy. And the reason why is because they could just send you a letter that says, hey, you know, you can print this off your website or like order it and get it sent to you. But they're saying, hey, you need this and we're going to get it for you because you have to have it. You know, you got to be mindful, guys. You got to be mindful. If it does not come from your actual government office, be mindful. Double check everything. You do not need that from that company. If you got something in the mail that says that, I'm pretty sure it's the same company, but you can always take a screenshot and send it to me, and I'll let you know. All right, moving on. I'm thinking about doing Apostille. Do you know anything about that? Yeah, you can. So it depends on your state, but aren't you in my state? So you don't actually do the Appostille, however you pronounce it, work. You're basically like a courier. So you notarize the document. If it needs to be notarized, take it downtown. In Virginia, close to me, it's Richmond, Virginia. What is it called? I forgot the office. I go there all the time. They apply the Apostille seal and verify it as an original, all that good stuff. And it's for work. It's for use for out of the country. So they need to use a document out of the country. It verifies that the document is legit. Okay, so that's what that's for. Have you had general notary cancel on you when you're a few minutes away from their location? Yeah, that's a thing. It's not very often. And then you kind of go, really? I don't get a lot of cancellations when I'm already en route. I have not gotten a lot of cancellations en route. You kind of got to eat the bullet. You can ask them to, pay you a travel fee since you're already almost there and see what they say. But at the end of the day, you can't really force them to do it unless you had them sign an agreement before you went, but it's not going to happen all the time. So don't worry about it. It won't happen all the time. Do I have to have a website complete before no, you don't. Reason I make them pay my traveling fee up front, and that's non-refundable. Ooh, travel fee up front and it's not refundable. Boom, booyah. Charges. Okay, if you have to go to court about a POA, what was your question initially, Crystal? I see the ending, but I don't see the beginning. Wills being contested. Okay, I saw that. I got Adrian. What resource would you suggest to get familiar with all the rules and laws for loan signing? Who has to sign a 1003 and when or when's okay. Two things. One, of course, I recommend taking my training, of course. Secondly, you will never see every loan document out there, period. Two. You never will. Reason being, there's so many different lenders. There's so many different title companies. So it's hard to give you a exact, this is how you do it every single time. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that every single time. I gotta get that. Thank you for calling On Time Notary. Vanessa, can I help you? Yes, what's going on? Okay, send me an email and I'll send it over to title. So that comes right from title and get from their loan officer. So send me an email and I'll get, are they signing now? Okay, so that comes from their loan officer. Either they can sign the document now. If they don't sign it, it may delay their closing, which is fine, but that has to come from their loan officer. And at this point, it's 6:30. I may be able to get them. I may not be able to get them. So just let them know is that if the appraisal was done, then their loan officer and the title will have a copy. Okay, and I can put the request in for them to send it. So it's up to them if they still want to sign it. Or what he can do is he can call his loan officer now from the table and see if he can get him on the phone and ask him to send him a copy over via email. I can send them a request via, email to see if they can send it over to him now. I just don't have it. Usually they have the loan officer's personal cell and they may be able to call him directly. They did not have an appraisal done? Okay, so that's different. If they did not have an appraisal done, then they don't have to sign it if they did not have an appraisal. That's a generic form that's in all loan closings. So they didn't have an appraisal, they don't have to sign that document. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, bye. Sorry. Okay, what was I saying? Let's go over that phone call. So basically, if you're at a closing and there's a document called receive appraisal verification kind of thing, it could be named a number of things. Basically, what you're saying is that you received a copy of your appraisal. Generic form is in most loan closing packages. Most people get an appraisal for their house. But there are some times where you do not have to do an appraisal, and it's usually when you've had an appraisal recently done. Okay, so a lot of people might have an appraisal, just bought their house, they fixed it up, or not even fixed it up, they just bought their house and they want to refinance. They just had an appraisal done 1, 2, 3 months ago. You don't have to get it done again. So, but the form is still in your closing, even though you didn't have an appraisal. Happens a lot. If the form is in there, you don't have to sign it. You didn't have an appraisal, don't worry about it. There's a lot of times, not a lot, sometimes there'll be forms in there that don't apply to you. But yeah. That's a common one. So if you didn't do an appraisal, of course, you wouldn't sign that you received an appraisal because you didn't have one done and one was not required of you. Okay. However, if you did get an appraisal and you never got a copy, what happens at closing is, okay, so say you're at closing and you're like, okay, sign, receive an appraisal. And they say, okay, well, I didn't get an appraisal. Okay. I didn't get a copy of my appraisal. Then what you can say, okay, well, what we can do is we can call your loan officer. Or we can call title because both of them have a copy, and we'll see if we can get a copy sent over to you. Okay, and then they'll say, okay, so if they want it now before they close, before they sign the paper, then we can call loan officer, we can call title. At this point, you may not meet. Well, we're at it's 6:40, so you may not get title, but you may get a loan officer, maybe, possibly, depending on where your loan officer is located. So you can call your loan officer and say, hey, I got this paper here. It says, hey, I'm supposed to get a copy of an appraisal. I don't have one. Can you email it to me really quick? Okay. They can do that. If you can't get anybody on the phone, or you can call title and say, hey, title, they didn't get a copy of an appraisal. Can you email it to them really quick? They can do that. That's really simple. As long as the problem is getting somebody on the phone. Okay. If you can't get anybody on the phone and they want a copy of the appraisal, what you would basically say is, I can't get right on the phone right now to get you a copy of the appraisal. You can try the numbers that you have if you want to see if they can get you a copy of the appraisal. What we can do is, a lot of times that form's not notarized. Use two options. You can sign it. I can send it back. You can call them tomorrow and get a copy of your appraisal. You can choose not to sign it. I can leave it with you. When you get a copy, you can send it back in. You can also say, what was the other thing? But depending on your lender, if you don't have certain signed docs, it may delay your closing. So I have to let you know that. 2 seconds. Thank you for calling On Time Notary. Vanessa Terry speaking. Can I help you? Yeah. What do you mean? Does it have a signature line for them? Yeah. So that, wait, I'm sorry. Okay. So does it have a, so there's no signature line for anybody to sign. Well, I would still if it has a date line, I would think there'd be just have them sign underneath that. Yeah, because that's a little weird. You're welcome. Okay. Sorry. You guys are catching me mid-work. Mid-work, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. All right, let me get back to where I was because I kind of got distracted. I think I was here. Nope, I did that already. I lost where I was, guys. Let me get back to it. Hold on. Almost there. Okay, this is where I was. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I squirreled and then I forgot what I wasn't squirreling how to answer the phone. With that phone call, I would say helpful tip: when in doubt, have them sign it anyway. Okay. A lot of times notaries look at paperwork and they say, oh, should I sign that? Is that him signing? Is that the loan officer signing? Is it anyone signing? When in doubt, sign it anyway. Have them sign it anyway. Why? What happens is if you bring me back this whole package of papers, the borrower has signed, and there's one paper in here that has one signature line, and you wasn't sure if it was for the borrower or for the loan officer. If you have the borrower sign it and it's supposed to be the loan officer sign it, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shred that, and I'm going to reprint it and pass it to the loan officer. But if you send this back to me and it's missing a signature and you thought it was a loan officer signature, but it's not, and it's the borrower's signature, then I have to call you and say, hey, give me a signature. I need you to go back. Save the hassle. Rule of thumb, sign it anyway. Okay? I'd rather, like right now, he's calling about some paper that he wants to know if he needs to sign it. And it sounds like something he needs to sign. But at the end of the day, sign it anyway. Okay? When in doubt, sign it anyway. Okay? That's the rule of thumb that I always say. And I think it's helpful because loan docs can be confusing, especially when you're first getting started. As far as, like, you might say, oh, who's a settlement agent? Who's a signing agent? Who's the closer? Who's this? Who's that? And it can get confusing. It can. I will say that. It can get confusing. Okay, so let's keep going. Is it okay to tell a signing service up front that you will expect a print or travel fee? Is that something that's in the, yeah, I mean, you can say that. You can, well, I would say, what is your print and travel fee? That's what I would say. Ask them what their print and travel fee is. They all have one. That way you'll know what it is. Convenience fee. Yep, you can charge that. It's worse at VCU now. They're doing a lot of construction. Well, I will stay out of there, Crystal. I know and avoid trouble areas. I'm in the process of figuring out my fees now. Awesome. Should you post your rates on your website? I don't. Reason being, my rates will change based off how I feel. No, I'm just kidding. But every situation is different. Every situation is different. And so for me, I don't want to put rates. And then when someone calls, I say, oh, and they want more, but it's kind of weird. And I say, well, I have to charge you this. And they say, well, on your website, you put this. And now you're mad because your situation doesn't really line with my rates. And I feel like I need this to do it. And then it gets kind of tricky. So to avoid that altogether, I don't put rates on my website. Just got back with another. You were in another chat. Well, that's disheartening, Johnson. Who were you talking to? I'm just kidding. I had my first refi 175. Hey, congratulations. I was so happy. Congratulations, Adrian. Y'all know y'all can't cough anywhere now. Side note, you ever been in public and somebody coughs now? Seriously, it's like coughing is a crime. If anybody goes, everyone goes, have you seen that? That's literally everywhere. We were in the movie theater. Listen, we were in a movie theater and somebody coughed in front of us. The whole row in front of us was like, everybody. Really? This is what we doing now? So bad. I'm sorry. It cracks me up. I laugh at people when they do that because everywhere you go now, any store you go to, any public place, y'all gonna see this now because you're like, Vanessa told you about it. Any public place you go to now and somebody coughs, just watch everybody. They go. It just cracks me up. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm over it. Here we go. I just joined. I was in another chat too. You were in the chat, Angela. What in the world? Who are you guys talking to? What is your first and best defense you are using during COVID? How are you best protecting yourself in signers? That's a good question. I'm going to try to answer this as politically correct as possible because I don't want to offend anybody, which is really hard nowadays, okay? So, thank you for calling On Time Notaries. Vanessa speaking. Can I help you? You're good. I'm good. What's going on? Mm-hmm. If there's no signature line on it, she doesn't have to sign it. Yeah, so don't worry about it. There's no signature line on it. She doesn't have to sign it. Oh, awesome. Did you collect the IDs too? Awesome. So just make sure when you're finished, when you get a chance this evening to scan them back up so I can review them, okay? Thank you. You're fine. Have a good night. Okay, bye. Okay, here we go. What was I saying? I keep saying that. I was trying to tell you, COVID. Okay, so when I do loan closings, I wear a mask. I don't wear gloves, but you can if you want to. I have my hand sanitizer in my notary bag. And a lot of times I think now like 50% of the closings that I do, well, when I used to do, I don't do as many as I used to now. They were usually outside. People wanted to sign outside. They'll do like a port side signing or a garage signing or things like that. And so that's fine. If you, someone asked me, one of my students said, if I do a closing and they, if I do a closing and I go to someone's house and they don't want to wear their mask, can I leave? So several pieces to this, okay? Yes is the number one answer. You can leave. But I want to bring a few things to the circle. They say, well, if I leave, will I get paid? You will. Will you get your whole fee? That depends on the lender. There's no lender out there with common decency who will not give you a print and trip fee if you decline to do a closing because the signer did not wear a mask, okay? They will give it to you, a trip and print, which is usually about $20 a piece. So like $40. If you had a $100 closing, you're getting $40, okay? So with me, I don't require my signers to wear masks as long as I have mine on. It's fine for me. But you have to figure out what works for you. Sometimes you go to signers' homes and they'll say, well, it's my house. I don't want to wear a mask. And they won't. And so you have to figure out what works for you. Everyone deals with COVID differently. And so, like I said, this is your business. What you feel more comfortable with is what you have to do. Yeah, and I will say another thing I've noticed because of COVID, a lot of people have their own pens. They want to use their own pens. So I'm actually with a lot more pens now. I used to go through pens because I would always forget to take them. And for me, it was that awkward moment to say, oh, yeah, can I get that? You know? So I do a lot of pens now because no one's using them. But it really just depends. On how you want to go through that. Like I have some students who do, you know, the mask, the gloves. I had one student bring in, what is it? The spray, and she sprayed down the area first before they got started. So it really is up to you. It's your business. You have to figure out what works best for you, okay? All right. So what about direct business? Direct business, like when you go right to title companies, you can do that. Just reach out to them, introduce yourself. And of course, you can make more money doing that. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else you got. If you use SnapDocs, Notary Assist, Notary Gadget, do you still need QuickBooks? I don't use QuickBooks for this business. I don't think you do. I think that's more than enough. You really don't even need all three. SnapDocs is not really a good place to keep track of all of your finances. It's a good place to get notary work from. Notary Assist and Notary Gadget are good to keep track of all your finances for your business. Okay. Okay. As a sole proprietor, would you select a C corp? No, on your W-9. On your W-9, you just pick. I think it says sole proprietor or single member LLC. I had a W-9 up here. I don't know where it went. But I think it says individual or single member LLC. You would pick that. Can you be commissioned in 2 states? Yes. I know you can only work in 1 state at a time, but can you be commissioned in 2 states? Yes. I live in Ohio right now, but I'll be moving to Texas soon. Yep, you can. When applying for signing companies, should I tell them I've been a notary for a year or so? Can I tell them I've been a notary for a year or say like 3 months? You guys are funny. People ask me that a lot. They ask me, should I tell the truth on my applications or should I basically fudge it a little bit and, say I have more experience? I'm never going to tell you to lie. Never going to say that. What I will say is that you can sell your pros and not your cons. So if they ask you your experience, explain your experience. You don't have to explain in time. Explain to them what you do. It's a sales technique. So you don't have to say, well, I've done this many closings. You just have to word it in a certain way that's like, I am well versed in all terms of the loan experience. I can walk any signer through the package, through the loan closing process, thoroughly. I understand all loan terms and definitions. I understand the process of, explain to them what you know. You can say I've done, quite a few loan closings in my day. Quite a few can be, who knows what quite a few is. And you can do practice ones, you say you've done, I don't know how many you've done. But what I say is don't highlight your cons. Talk about your pros. What are you good at? Why would you be a benefit to this company? And there are a lot of companies who don't even ask you for experience. So there are some who do, but there are a lot who don't. So don't let that be a hindrance to you. Is it best and more cost effective? Oh, it is best. Okay, good. DocuSign, stamp and seal. How do I create one? What do you mean? DocuSign, stamp and seal. I don't use DocuSign for e-closings, but we do give e-notary seals to all of our e-notary students. Why is my phone beeping? When do you send out closings to your students? All the time. When I get them. Whoop, whoop. What is the best training I should take if I want to start with Ron and general notary work, then later on a separate loan closing course? Or should I just get a training pack that includes them all at once? So yeah, because my training, the notary signing agent training has general notary work and loan closings. The e-notary, which is the Ron, is separate because not all states allow for Ron. So if your state doesn't allow for Ron, you don't need that in your training. So I put that separate and added it on later. So I would say our training, but it is not together unless you get the all-inclusive bundle. The all-inclusive bundle has all the trainings in there in once. Vanessa, you're all about that CEO life who wears many hats. Listen, I got a whole hat closet. And I got a cowboy hat, thanks to April. Okay. When we were in Houston, I got a cowboy hat. Then you can charge some others. Okay, any coaching discount for current students? No, we don't have a coaching discount right now. You had spaghetti. Where's my spaghetti? That's disheartening. How often do you have a signing in Tennessee? I don't think we've had any in Tennessee yet, but stay tuned because we're going all over the country. Give me like a month. You're going to start seeing them all over the place. All over the place. We're getting everybody right now. Everybody. Any typical resources in Maryland. So if you send me an email, I can send you the link to take that course for the Maryland Title Producer's License. Where should I get the training? Which training? Are you talking about the notary signing agent training? It's at notarytonotary.com. Notarytonotary.com. I like Q&As. It's fun. How do you deal with signing services that take a month to send payment? So 30 days is standard. So you can ask when you first get the order what their payout is. Some do like a couple days, some do 2 weeks, 30 days. Ours is 30 days. Some do 45, some do 60, some do 90. 90 is ridiculous. I wouldn't work with any companies that pay 90 because that's ridiculous because they've had your money in like 2 weeks. So what do you need 90 days for? That's ridiculous. And I can say that boldly. That is ridiculous. What? Before I understood the industry, I did work with a company who paid out 90 days. Once I understood they had my money within like 2-3 weeks and you was holding on it for 3 months, I don't understand. I think they're probably using it to like continue like the work of like, using it in the company to grow the company. But I just feel like that's horrible, 60 days is still too much for me. I have only a few companies who do 45, and that's because I had them from before and they're really good. But mostly it's 30 and under. And like I said, for my signing service, we do 30 and under. We do 30 days. But the way I tell you guys how ours goes is I do all my payouts the first of the month. So between the first, second, or third, depending if it falls on the weekend, I do my payouts then. So if you did it on the 1st or we did it on the 28th, you still get paid on the 1st, 2nd, or the 3rd. And I just think that works better for me. For me, since I do all my payouts right now, it works better for me. Just close everything out for the month. That's how I do mine. But every company is different. But I think 30 is standard is an industry standard. Okay. Okay. So let's keep going. Do you make videos on E&O insurance? Do I have a video on that? I can. I don't think I have a video on insurance right now. But I will do that. I can do a video for that. Sure. We do have an insurance video that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, it's actually our list of things to do. E&O insurance, business insurance, and health insurance. It's going to be an insurance video, an insurance training. E&O insurance for your business, like for your notary side. Business insurance that's going to talk about insuring your company, and then health insurance. A lot of people, when you're going self-employed, they're always asking, what do you for health insurance? And of course, you go privately, so we're going to talk about that. Okay. I'm brand new to the notary world. Where should I start? So we do have a training for everybody. Doesn't matter where you are. If you're just starting off, you can still do it. It's at notarytonotary.com. So I'm going to put that here, notarytonotary.com. Okay. Don't worry, Shada. I will send you some. I promise. They keep calling. You know who calls me a lot lately? Amrock. But I gotta call them back. But I can't do that right now. I gotta call them later. Because my profile's not updated. Is Instagram and Facebook a must for marketing? It's not a must, but it's another resource to get general notary work. I pay for the loan signing training. Should I take the notary class first before I become a sign? I haven't taken it yet. Should I take the notary class first before a signing agent? I would do the training just so you are familiar with it, so like how to go through a loan closing. So it's up to you, but I would definitely do the training first. So how would I know if I'm on the preferred list? I accept jobs from signing orders a few times and never get them. So it has to be from signing order / on-time notary. That's our platform. So if you accept them from us and you're a student of Notary to Notary, you should be getting them. If it comes from signingorder.com, it has a / then a company name. And see, ours says on-time notary. There's another company called On-Time Signings. So don't mix that up. I know it's kind of confusing. Ours is on-time notary. So we always check to make sure before we assign that there are students that are in our training that accepted the job first before we give it to anybody else. So I don't know, keep me posted. If you see one that comes out from us and you didn't get it, just send me an email and I'll see what happened. Let's see. What do you think about creating a business plan during your early stages of creating an LLC? Is it important right away or just get to the entity end? I don't really feel like you need a business plan for this industry, but you can make one, but I wouldn't let it stop you from going ahead and jumping right in. I'm new to Notary to Notary. I purchased the course bundle. I obtained my e-notice and seal. I'm still a little uncomfortable with loan signing. So with loan signing or just loan signing in general? If you're just worried about doing it, my number one thing is just hopping out there and just doing one. A lot of times people are so nervous and there's nothing to be afraid of. And you actually have a great time and you go through it perfectly fine and you're good to go. How should I prepare to become a notary when moving to another state and other states? So it depends on the state. Some states you don't have to be a resident there. You just have to work there. So every state is different. It depends on what state you're going to. But what I would look at is the states you want to go to, look at their notary application, and then see what you need first. Okay. That's a lot of questions, y'all. Did you just ask me what are some good dread hairstyles for men? I have high top dreads and they've gotten to my shoulders. And it feels like the only hairstyles that I can is 2 braids or a ponytail. You are so silly. I don't know. I just Google them. You could just Google hairstyles. You guys are so silly. All right, guys. I can't stay on here all night, even though I love talking to you guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do like 2 more, and then we're gonna have to close out in a second. Oh, it stopped ringing. You said it's crazy. You cough, everyone looks. I'm a little behind on my comments, y'all. I had a long way to go. What is that? Wait, the new dance is the Cove slide. Is that a thing? I bet you it is. It's probably on TikTok. Everything's on TikTok. I was munching on some spicy chicken. It made me cough, and I thought it was the end of the world, right? Guys, one time I coughed at a closing uncontrollably. So this is what happened. You guys know how, like, sometimes, I don't know, like, I wasn't drinking anything. You kind of get air on your throat or something. You kind of go like, and you feel it, and it's itchy. And I had my mask on, but I was like, I felt it. I was like, oh my gosh, I got a cough. Oh my gosh, I got a cough. And I was panicking on the inside. They didn't know. And I was like, okay, hold it down. Hold it down. And it was still itching. And I said, oh my gosh. And so I started coughing. I knew I had to cough. So I said, I'm just go big or go home. And I coughed 1 big cough. I said, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. And I just kept coughing. It wouldn't stop. And I was coughing, but I was like, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, hold on. Give me a second. And luckily, they were so nice. She was like, you need some water? And she went and got it. I said, I feel so bad. But they were so nice. I said, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. I said, I'm sorry, y'all. It just, I don't know. Something got in my throat. It was just, oh, God. I felt so horrible. No lie. I felt so bad. I really did. But they were really nice about it. So, but it's like weird because you can't cough anywhere. It's like, hold it. Okay. All right. I'm going to do like 2 more questions and then 2 random questions, and then we're going to go ahead and cut off. What time? Ooh, yeah, I got to do some things. Have you thought about affiliates for your course? We do have affiliate links for the course. In order to get an affiliate link, you have to send us an email. You have to be in the course, of course, or sign up on the platform. And send an email to info@notarytonotary.com with the word affiliate in the subject line, and then we'll send you back your affiliate link, okay? We do all our payouts via PayPal. They are automatic, okay? They just sends it out like every week or 2 weeks. The course does it by itself. Thinkific, the platform, does it on its own. If the number one thing I have to say, guys, I do not do them. They do not come through me. Thinkific does it on its own. So if you tell somebody to go sign up on the platform and they do not use your link and they go to notarizing.com, I cannot do anything about that. Okay? They have to use your link because it does it automatically. Okay? But all you have to do is send us an email to info@notarizing.com and we'll send you your affiliate link right on out. Oh, that was your question. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to do one more. I like your question. Do you give the doc envelopes to FedEx, UPS, or can you put it in the Dropbox? So I do both. I have 1 lender or 2 lenders that they say, oh, we want the receipt. I bet you do. And so I have to actually go to the Dropbox and drop it myself. The only time go to the FedEx store, UPS or myself. I go to FedEx and UPS sometimes. If it's in my where I'm going, like in my line where I'm going, I go to the same ones all the time. And so I don't really go to new ones. Reason being, if I'm going to the FedEx UPS stores, for one, I'm low on supplies. So I go in there. And so that's another thing people ask about is the supplies. They'll say, well, where do you get your notaries, the envelopes from? And so I'm talking about these guys. These right here, FedEx and UPSs. So these are free if you ship express. All of loan closings, 99% of the time, Ship Express, you do not pay for shipping. And so these are free. But if you just walk into a FedEx or UPS and you say, hey, can I get some of these envelopes, Express envelopes? They'll say, for what? You know, and that's going to hand them out like water. But when you can, like, so what I always say, like for me now, when I go in there, they'll give me stacks at a time because they know I ship a lot, right? But if you go in there and you like, so go in there with some packages, ship a few times, you know, once or twice, 3 times, and they see you're consistent, then say, hey, can I get a stack? In the meantime, what you can do is go to the drop boxes. And so the drop box has a pull down piece that you can put your docs in, and it has a pull up piece. So that pull up piece has supplies in it. Just snatch them out of there. Also, if you see a FedEx UPS driver, you can get from them. Listen, I have like 2 FedEx UPS drivers that I be hunting down sometimes if I miss my drop off. Because the thing is, I've timed my pickups. And so if I'm a little late to my drop box, I know where his next stop is. So I'll kind of go give him, hey, finish for me, please. Thank you. But they just, because once you do it all the time, they become regulars. They know. Like I called one FedEx store because I was like, I said, I hit this out today by 6. It was like 6:05, but I called him at like 5:55. And I said, hey, I'm on my way. These have to go out today. Can you please wait? Tell your driver to wait for me, please. And he did. That's because I have a relationship with them. I go there all the time. You know, I'm always nice to them. Sometimes I have like little extra gift cards that I might have as lying around. I just give it to them. You know, it's what I always say. Building relationships is key. And it's not just for notaries. It's everywhere you go. Building relationships is key. So I get these now from, they may try to charge you for them if you just go in there and ask for a boatload. But like I said, go to the go to the store or go to the drop boxes and you'll get them out of there. You might have to hit like 2 or 3 because sometimes they're empty. Okay, one more. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot. You can. I'm trying to see anything that would be. Sorry. I did all of those questions. I did that one too. Let's bring that one back. I was kind of just scrolling. You're welcome, Amari. Trying to see one I didn't answer yet. You can be commissioned in 2 states. Yes. Okay, well, I think I got most of them. I think. Maybe I just skipped some. Let me see. You said it's crazy. I was clearing my throat and everyone looked at me crazy. I rolled my eyes at every last one of them. I can't deal. What if COVID is contracted at a signer's home and they knew someone had it? And then really you can do about it at this point. I mean, you mean like if you catch it at a signer's home and one of the signers knew they had COVID, they didn't tell you? I don't think there's anything you can do about that. I don't think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not the CDC. I don't know if there's something extra, but I don't think you can do anything about it at that point. I mean, the signing is done. Everything's shipped out. Now, if I did have someone call me when I had a closing and I was scheduled to come to their house the next day and they called me and said, hey, you can't come. I got COVID. And I said, okay, well, can't do it. He's got COVID. What's in your notary bag? In my notary bag is, I don't think I have it here. Do I have it here? I don't think so. I have my stamp, my business cards, my blue and black pens, my notary journal. Ta-da! That's what I have. Guys, I got something super, 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 super exciting to tell you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to do 3 giveaways. Tomorrow I'm going to pick somebody from our last giveaway because I forgot to pick somebody for the Google Alexa thing. I don't know. Some kind of thing you ask it stuff, I think. I don't know. Some kind of thing. Ashley's got it for that. And then I have a surprise giveaway and then we have a printer giveaway. So all 3 things are going on tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And I will say for the printer giveaway, you have to be a student. I want to, books by students, but everything else you have to be a student for. But if you get a printer, you have to be a student for that. And then, so we're doing all 3 of those tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow's a really big day for me. And I have a lot going on my schedule. Listen, okay. But so it'll probably happen closer to 6 o'clock. So I have a full day in the morning. So it'll probably happen closer to 6 o'clock. All right, guys. Anything else that I need to tell you guys? Did I forget anything? You guys are so silly. Did you answer me? Are you talking to, I don't know, maybe. What? I didn't know that, Renee. That sounds crazy. Do you give the link business discussions you give? Oh, that's my personal page. That's my YouTube personal page. I put it out on Instagram, but I'll put it out again. Do you need to log in your journal after a loan signing? Depends on your state. So if your state requires you to log every notarization that you do, then yes. I don't do them in Virginia. A lot of states you don't have to do them for unless it's required. Most states have a not required but recommended policy. So I don't do them for loan closings, but I'll do them for like general notary work. But I don't do them for loan closings, and you have to do them for e-notary. Yeah, so I did. So it talks about if you have to wait for a month for payment, that's pretty standard. But you should ask them when you accept the job, what's your payout? What's your pay terms? And they'll tell you net 15, net 30, net 45, things like that. A+ for engagement. Yes. All right, guys. That is all. 6 o'clock on the wall. Shout out for the A+. I love getting A's. Yay. Okay, so that is all. 6 o'clock on the wall. I think I'm going to catch a movie now. I was supposed to stay here and work, but my brain shut off. You guys ever work so much your brain's not working? Your hands keep moving, but your brain's off. Listen, I need to get that on a t-shirt. People keep saying I should get, that's just hottening on a, go ahead, Deborah. What's your question, honey? I'm waiting on Deborah. She got to tell me something. I have all these loan closing packages I need to white out and scan and upload. But I think I'm going to do them tomorrow because my brain's off. But I want to catch a movie. They have this new movie theater out where I'm at, and it has food. So I love those. The food, the dine-in movie theaters. Yay! So I'm going to do that. And yes. I mean, we are coming to Las Vegas next week. So I don't know if we're going to do something while we're out there. I haven't decided. But we are coming to Nevada. So I'm bringing the team out there. We're going to do some networking. We're going to have some fun. Let's see if I stay there really long. That I don't know. That we have to find out. No, a Chromebook is not good, honey. Can you return it? You can't do e-notary on Chromebook. I'm so sorry. Deborah, I hope you have the receipt. Take it back. Get any other computer. Any other computer you want besides a Chromebook, okay? That is not the game. Don't do that. Cinema Bistro is open. No, Cinema Cafe. Cinema Cafe is what it's called. Cinema Cafe is open. Chromebook is not Windows. No, I think the way someone explained it to me was Chromebook is like they have their own operating system. I don't know. I'm not a techie, but I just know it doesn't work for e-notary. Do we keep the training forever with you? You do, and you get everything new that I add. You don't have to pay for anything else. So if you're in the loan signing course, you're going to get all these new loan documents tomorrow. What? Yes, I have a lot. So my plan is to Chromebook is the worst. I actually do. My daughter had it for her school. The worst. You can't do anything on it, especially when the school version, because they lock everything down. You can't go to this site. You can't go to this site. It's like, listen. Okay. What are you asking for? My email? info@notarytonotary.com. If you're looking for the platform to get work from us, it's signingorder.com. Signingorder.com. And then our email is info@notarytonotary.com. Okay. So yeah, guys, tune in tomorrow. We're going to have some giveaways tomorrow. I went to give away tonight, but I don't have anything cool beside me. And plus I have to build the momentum. So tomorrow we'll do a giveaway. It was really fun. I like talking to you guys. I'm not going to play any games today, though. Even though I like playing the games. It's the funs. The dine-in movie theaters where you live are open. Yes! They are! Thank God. They're socially distanced, though. So when you pick your seat, you got to pick your seats where you go in. So you can sit, and they have to put 2 seats between you guys, then sit. So, yeah, it's amazing. Wait, I missed them. I have people that want to sign up for your course. So yeah, it's just, if you want the affiliate link, just send an email that says affiliate. And then we'll send you the link out. It won't go out today, guys. I'm about done for the day. I have to review these documents that's about to get uploaded to this platform. My last closing that we had today. Shut it down. And then I'm going to go probably catch a movie. What laptop do you need? Any laptop is fine as long as it's not Chromebook. Yeah, in South Carolina you can't do e-notary. So if you're not doing e-notary, then you can use whatever computer you want. I ain't been nowhere. Glad folks are getting out. Oh yeah, I was going a little bonkers. You guys know it's my last thing. I'm gonna let y'all go. If you guys have kids, did you notice when the shutdown happened that you relaxed all of your rules in your house? Did you notice that? It went from no jumping on the couch to just don't fall, try not to hurt yourself. It went from no slime to just have slime, but clean it up, do it in the kitchen, put the newspaper down. You started letting all the rules, like everything was fine. And they were driving you mad. It was like, whatever you need to do to keep yourself content, you do that. Like, I'm telling you, I'll let my kids do whatever they want in there. It was driving me mad because it was like, we were on Pinterest every day. We made so many science projects you would not believe, okay? I think we've made slime 10 different ways, okay? We made slime 10 different ways. We added food coloring. We did volcanoes. My son right now, he was like, we need some polymer. I said, what is a polymer? He said, it soaks up the liquid. I said, what are you talking about? He can talk me something else. He's like, we need these materials. Go get this. Listen, okay? So all my rules was over. You can have snack all day at this point. It was just insane. So now that we can go out and do something, y'all, I need this. Okay? I need to be out. I'm not meant to be in the house. It drives me. I love people. That's why. I love talking to people. I just can't sit in the house all day. It's just, okay? I lose my mind. And so now, and I done watched everything on Netflix. Okay, I became a TikTok star. No, I didn't. I just learned TikToks. I did every TikTok dance there was. Every single TikTok dance there was, we did it. Okay, I learned how to use TikTok too much. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Everybody watched Netflix. They did TikTok. They ate a lot of food. I definitely ate my share, but it's okay. We're coming out of it. Listen, y'all so silly. See, y'all understand what I'm saying. Y'all understand what I am saying. Especially when you have little kids. We was outside all the time. We started trying to find, when they closed everything, we started trying to find things we could do outside. We was going fishing. We was going to the park. You want to go hiking. You want to go dig a ditch. We was like, because literally everything to do was outside. So it was like, well, what can we do outside? So it was going to plant some flowers. It was like anything we could do outside. And we normally didn't really go outside. We went like places to, we're going to go walk this trail. We're going to learn riding some bikes. We're going to go skating like outside. Everything was outside. It was just, but I do think it made people start thinking outside of the box. It definitely did. Maybe people start thinking outside of the box and like, well, what can we do? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Did you say play in traffic? No, we did not play in traffic. I can't with you right now. Play in traffic? No, we're not going to play in traffic, honey. We're not going to do that. But I definitely became a TikTok expert. Listen. But I'm just glad things are open, y'all. Don't stop me from experiencing my greatness. A lot of things are open out here where we are now in Virginia, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this movie theater. Yes, hunty. He says I'm my grandson with the snacks. Yes, my kids love to snack. But I learned if I put out like this helpful tip if you have kids who like to snack, I do a fruit bowl. So in the morning, I clean a bunch of fruits off, like strawberries, blueberries, any kind of berry thing you can put in there. Apples turn. My kids don't like apples when they turn brown because they think they went bad. I try to explain oxidation to them, and they say, no, it's bad. Okay. In my defense, I don't like bananas when they turn brown either. It just looks weird. Like, oh my gosh. If you can tell me how to do this, I know I'm squirreling. Guys, if you're here for the notary's done. Now we're just talking. Listen, so you guys know when you make banana pudding and you put the bananas down and then you put the what do you call it? Vanilla wafers down. and then you put like the pudding and stuff, and like as soon as you make it, it's perfect. But then when you start cutting into it later, the bananas are brown. I don't like them when they turn brown. Does anyone have a secret of how to make bananas not turn brown in banana pudding? I would really like to know that, because I don't like brown bananas, and it kind of ruins it. You can't eat banana pudding in one day. You know, if you have a secret, please let me know. Someone told me you could put lemon, but I said, why put lemon in banana pudding? It might be like lemon banana pudding, you know? Might be a little weird. You used to have to go to the grocery store a whole lot. I've been Instacarting. That's what I've been doing. I've been Instacarting. How was it when you went to Houston? Everything open, people were in masks. Everyone was wearing masks for the most part, but everything was open too. Everything was open. Vanilla pudding. No, banana pudding, not vanilla, banana pudding. It's good. But my secret side note, if I had banana pudding my way, it would be without bananas. No bananas, just the pudding and the vanilla wafers. That's it. I don't need bananas. Take that with you. I put them in there because it has it in the title, but I would rather not. Put the bananas in. See, someone else said that too. Put the bananas in lemon juice, but won't they taste like lemon? You know, I feel like it might be weird. Don't use silverware to cut the banana. So what do you cut it with? If you don't use silverware, what do you cut it with? This is interesting. I'm waiting for Shamika's response. I want to know what you cut your bananas with if you're not cutting with silverware. This is exciting. Wait for that. Use the bananas that are partially green. I didn't think about that. She said, I eat bananas so fast I don't have time to get brown. Listen, I need some of your pudding. You might make good banana pudding. I'm saying after it turns brown, I don't want it. Yes, cut them up in a small bowl of lemon juice quickly so the lemon doesn't transfer to the pudding. Okay, Sandy. Sandy knows. Sandy's from Georgia, so she has all the good food. Snacks. I need some food stamps. What is wrong? Oh, goodness. Plasticware. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I got to get ready to hop off here because I can talk to you guys all day. It's gross. Brown is the best nutrition. You guys are silly. New York doesn't allow RON, but you can notarize online. So do I need New York does allow RON. They do. Or once they PDF the doc to me and I just notarize my stamp. You can do RON in New York, Michelle. My dad's in New York. I'm getting him into it. So you can do RON in New York. Y'all are so silly. Stop it. We got to go now. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Tomorrow at 6-ish p.m. Once I finish doing my running around tomorrow, we will be doing these giveaways. If I can get it done in the early morning, I'll do that too. So it'll either be like around 9 or 10 before I have something I have to do. Really? Sandy, I need the recipe. I need the recipe, Sandy, because I don't like brown bananas. What was I saying? If you can give me around 9 a.m., 9 to 10, or around 6 is when I'm going to do the giveaway. So I'm giving away a printer, some Alexa thing, and a surprise giveaway that you're going to love. It's going to be the excitings. Woohoo! Wait on it. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys later. That is all. The clock on the wall. Thank you. I am going to enjoy the movie theater. I'm super excited about that. You got to have fun, guys. You only live once. YOLO, as they say it. And I wish you guys the best on your notary businesses. You can do it. You can be successful. 9 a.m. or 6 p.m. All right, guys. I'm going to see you guys the way go. Have a great night. Bye. And I love Q&A. We got to do this again. I like this. Bye, guys. Happy signing. Congratulations, Crystal. She got her gift. Awesome sauce. I don't know what I'm going to go see. I go to the movies so often that I've seen almost everything. But I will say The Croods 2, phenomenal. I was laughing out loud several times in the theater. The Croods was amazing. Croods 2, loved it, hands down. I know it's a cartoon kids movie. I love my cartoon kids movies, though. Y'all know that. Y'all know I love my Disney. Croods 2 is where it's at. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you don't like Croods 2, you have no sense of humor. Okay? All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye for real this time.